What's up, guys? Well, I wanted to get out and make a walk and talk video like normal, but as you can see, it is raining here, of course, again. But this is important news, and I wanted to get this out to you guys, so welcome to my front yard, or my front living area outside my apartment, however you want to put it. But yesterday, I sent a video to all my supporters, my Sunday Stuff with Dave videos, because there are some new rules and implementations for people wanting to come to Cambodia and come back to Cambodia. But it was very confusing when it first came out, the announcement. Left more questions than answers. The way it was stated in the translation wasn't very clear, and so it was very confusing. And this is what I was trying to explain to people who get my exclusive videos. And by the way, every week I do an exclusive video for my supporters, and if you want to get in on that and get all the information and news first, well, all you got to do is donate. There are links down below to my PayPal, buymeacoffee.com/DDC, or you can join my Patreon, and you're on the list. You'll get all my exclusive content, my once-a-week videos, and other stuff as it comes along. So check that out. Be part of the family. And as always, I really, really appreciate the support. It means a lot to me. And you guys know I love you. So let's talk about the new rules. More information has come to light today concerning people who want to come to Cambodia. Now, this includes diplomats, this includes military, this includes Cambodians abroad doing some kind of mission that have to come back. But that's not what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus on the tourists and retirees and people who want to come here and teach English and that kind of thing. So basically, the new rules starting on the October 18th are going to be this. If you're fully vaccinated and want to come to Cambodia, you will still have to go through a 1-week quarantine. However, what will happen is you will have your choice of a quarantine hotel that you can pre-book. You have to have it pre-booked, and there are a list of the hotels that are included in that. You can't just pick any hotel. It has to be a certified hotel from the government, I guess. So you can quarantine in a hotel basically of your choice without having to pay the $1,000 deposit. That has been reduced, by the way, from $2,000 to $1,000, from 2 weeks quarantine to 1 week. And if you don't want to pre-book the hotel, that's okay. You can, as has been the case, leave your $1,000 deposit. They'll take your hotel stay, all your food and everything out of that. But you don't have to if you don't want to. However, it is advised that you carry it with you anyway, because some airlines might require you to show proof of that $1,000 before they let you through. So just a heads up there. If you are not fully vaccinated, the rules apply as they have been. There's a 2-week quarantine, mandatory. You will have to put up a $2,000 deposit. No matter which category you fall in, you will have to show proof of insurance for at least $50,000 as normal. And it has to be through the Forte insurance company here in Cambodia. You can look that up online and go to their website and find a plan that's right for you for the occasion. You will also need a certificate showing that you are COVID-19 free, a negative test result of COVID-19 within 72 hours of arrival. Okay? So in other words, not 72 hours previous to your flight, but 72 hours upon arrival to Cambodia. Now, does this include anybody that just wants to show up, and all countries? Not that I've heard about, not that I've read. There was a separate announcement from the Ministry of Tourism that said that they are going to this week, this week, they are going to give their recommendations to the Prime Minister for approval on which countries should be allowed to come back to Cambodia first for tourism based on their particular COVID-19 situation. So even though it didn't mention any restrictions on countries in the official translation of the announcement, but there are still no visas on arrival. You will still have to get a visa before you arrive from your home country by going to the Cambodian embassy or consulate. So if you're not sure if your country is going to allow you, or if Cambodia is going to allow people from your country to come here, check with them first, because currently, until sometime later this week, there is not a list of countries that are going to be approved first as of right now. So I wanted to make that clear, that you should still go to your embassy, check with your local embassy in your country, your Cambodian embassy, to make sure that your country qualifies. But it appears as if this is going to be part of the new normal. This is going to be the way they implement their tourism rebound here, bringing visitors back into the country. So I suspect that these rules will stay in place no matter what country you're from and no matter when you plan to arrive. Some people might say, well, I'm just going to wait a few more months to see if there are going to be no restrictions and no deposit, no quarantine. But I don't think that's going to happen. Probably, maybe not for another year or two. Because they want to make sure, of course, that the efforts they put into their vaccination program and their policy, their reopening motto is going to be Cambodia safe, so they want to ensure safety for not only travelers, but of course for their citizens. They don't want to take a step back. Upon arrival, you will be given a fast test, one of those quick tests. If that's positive, you'll be sent to a health facility. Keep that in mind also. Whether you're fully vaccinated or non-vaccinated, partially vaccinated, you'll be given a quick test, be sent to a health institute, if like a clinic, a hospital or something, if you test positive. Now, if you get the PCR test, the one that takes like a day or two to get the results back, and that comes back negative, you're good to go. If you don't test positive on the quick test, you'll be good to go. Go to your hotel if you've already pre-booked one, or they'll assign you a hotel if you'd rather pay the $1,000 deposit. And then at the end of that week, you'll get another test, and if that's good to go, you're all set. And the same thing will apply to non-vaccinated people, except, like I said, it will be a $2,000 deposit. You will have to spend 14 days in quarantine, and you will still have to show the certificate of a negative test 72 hours before arrival. You'll have to be negative on your quick test when you get here, and you'll be receiving 2 more PCR tests during your 2-week quarantine if you're non-vaccinated. So like I said, this all starts tomorrow. Tomorrow is the opening day. And if you are here, and if you are coming here for some kind of diplomatic mission, or you have a letter of acceptance or a letter of endorsement from a business, if you're here coming for business purposes, if you're on official government business, even though I don't know anybody that watches my channel that would be, but if that's the case, you still you still have to go through the test, but it's only a 3-day quarantine. If you're any of those higher echelon type people. But for most people, this 1-week quarantine with the PCR test is going to apply. Keep in mind, as part of the initiative, as part of the plan for Cambodia Safe, as their motto says, they are also implementing other measures that you should be aware of. First of all, like I said, they haven't required, in Siem Reap, they have not required people to show a vaccination card upon entering businesses yet. That is happening in Phnom Penh. But Siem Reap has a measure, again, starting tomorrow, because they are starting to open up restaurants and things. And they want all businesses to get a QR code from the government. There's a website you go to that has a QR code scanner on your phone. And they want businesses to be sure that people that go in scan the QR code on their phone. And on your phone, and on that scan should be all your information. They should have your name, your phone number, and your vaccination status. All that's in like a database. You know, when you get your vaccination, they get all that information, etc., etc. And this is going to be required for all restaurants, malls. When they finally open cinemas and museums, that's going to be required. You know, basically anywhere you want to go. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I don't like them tracking me. I don't like them snooping around my business. Big Brother's after us and all that. But I can assure you that if you have a phone, they've been doing that for a long time anyway. So if they want to find you, they're going to find you, regardless of whether you follow a simple procedure to go into a business here. I don't think that's really an issue. So that's the news. That's the initiative as of today. And like I said, I wanted to get it out to you as soon as possible. But the rain prohibits me from going out and walking around. So here we are, underneath my little awning up there, making sure I don't get wet, and let the rain fall where it may. So yeah, this is all part of going to be the new normal in Cambodia. Their efforts to take this from a pandemic down to a local endemic, and figuring out a way to open up their country with the least amount of hassle, while still making sure everybody's safe and not taking unnecessary chances. So that is really good news. Like I said, check with your local embassy to see if your country is going to be allowed. Like I said, that's the only confusing part for me right now, is that the Ministry of Tourism said sometime this week they're going to give the recommendations to the PM. But according to this article, people who are just tourists who want to come visit Cambodia can just do it now, I guess, as of tomorrow. And it didn't mention any country restrictions or anything like that. So I don't know. But, hello, Sang Lai. Say hello. Hello. Yeah. We got Sang Lai there. We got Sleeping Beauty over there. Kid's tired. But anyway, so I know this is a short video, but like I said, I wanted to get that news out to you. That you guys might be able, those who are looking forward to coming here, and have a particular urgency to do so might be able to do so sooner rather than later. And of course, any new information comes up, I'll let you guys know, and I'll give you that heads up. And remember, if you donate, you'll get the information first before I put it in a public video. And speaking of that, check out all my links down below. Like I said, links to my PayPal, buymeacoffee.com/DDC, or join my Patreon and you will be in on that action. I appreciate my supporters. I love you guys. You keep us going here, and I really, really appreciate everything that you do. Also down below are links to other channels vlogging in Cambodia. Be sure to check all those out. Give them their proper due. My social media is down below. Send me a message on Facebook if you want. If you have any questions, I try to answer them the best that I can. I don't know everything, but I give it a try. You know, Instagram, Twitter, all that's down there. Also links to all my books and other things you might be interested in. And if you like bugs and insects, join my group Bug Life on Facebook. That link's down below. And show me pictures of your bugs and insects that you see. They're everywhere. There's about 1.5 billion bugs for every human being on Earth. So you're never far away from a bug no matter where you are. You just got to look for them because they're really, really small sometimes, right? So get out there, take some pictures of some bugs, join my Facebook group and throw them on there. And see what others have to post from their place in the world. What kind of little critters they deal with. All right. That'll do it for this one from this rainy day in Siem Reap. I appreciate you guys. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. And share it on social media if you want to. All right. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.